Show you a game by Paul Morphy, who was the strongest player in the world in the 1850s. Okay, in this game here's black against James Thompson, played at the New York Congress in 1857. So, white played a king pawn game. Morphy answered with king pawn, so we've reached the so-called open games. White made the most popular move here, bringing the knight out to attack the pawn. Morphy defended his pawn. Bishop c4, already attacking the f7 square. Morphy brought his bishop out as well. White played a pretty quiet move here. He could have played c3, the Gurkha piano, or he could have played the aggressive Evans gambit. White d3. Okay, so now Morphy got his knight out. Then White got his knight out. Yeah, Morphy played a move, a modern player probably a bit contentious because it was the tempo. Okay, so it's interesting, neither side have castled yet, so they don't reveal where the king is going to be. So White's wasting time because he just moves the knight twice in the opening. Okay, Morphy opens up his queen bishop. But now we see the idea of White's knight retreat. He wants to advance either d4 or b4. Castles, finally. h3. Might have been worried about the bishop pin. King to, I think he might have a plan here. We'll see what it is. Knight moves to a better square. Knight retreats. Queen moves off the back line. That was his plan behind moving the king in the corner. He's now free to move the f-pawn, so he can open up his rook. Pawn takes pawn. d5. He now controls the centre. He's got two pawns in the centre. Bishop runs away. Pawn attacks. So black has an advantage in having castled, while the white king is not yet castled. So black is happy to sacrifice the pawn, get the attack rolling. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Knight moves. If instead he'd taken with the queen. Interesting. It may have been a possible move. So Houdini's saying it's a slight advantage for black, but that was an alternative move. Okay, so instead, knight retreated. Knight moves into the centre, and possibly getting ready to go into d3. Check. Bishop comes out. Knight checks, forcing the king to move, so black won't be able to castle. Sorry, white won't be able to castle. King moves. Swaps the bishop. Pawn takes bishop. Queen comes out, hitting the knight. Knight takes pawn. Queen takes knight. Queen takes queen. This looks risky to me. Queen takes pawn check. Puts white into a bit of trouble here. The rook is forked. King moves. He doesn't even bother with the rook. He just takes the pawn and keeps attacking. Bishop counterattacks the black queen. Bishop check. That's interesting. He didn't actually preferred queen takes b2 here. Okay, bishop check. And white resigns. So the question is why he resigned. Let's say he takes this bishop, for example. Then the rook can go to the back line, winning the queen with check. And at the end of it, I'll get this rook as well. So that's looking pretty convincing. Okay, so major reason why white lost is that black castled and white didn't, and black was able to get an attack on the uncastled king. Okay, so thank you for watching.